Good morning. When we learn about new breakthroughs that are applicable in heavy industry, like this one here, it's then that we can appreciate China's enormous advantages, not just in science and technology, but in the applications of it. And that's because of China's industrial sector and their dominance, almost total monopolistic dominance across the raw materials sectors and supply chains. We know all about China's factory sector. But what is more impressive, but much less widely known, is China's supply chains. That's where China's advantages run very deep. China already has a monopoly on the manufacturing of synthetic diamonds. So much so that they're wiping out profit margins for De Beers and other producers of natural diamonds. Diamonds are used across a wide range of manufacturing industries and are commonly used in cutting and polishing. Chinese researchers have created a super diamond, high in quality and of a revolutionary shape. Before now, the hardest of the hard diamonds were in areas where a meteor hit the earth and created an impact crater. That makes them rare and small and found only in a handful of places. Now China will build them in labs. Their process creates nearly pure hexagonally shaped diamonds made from graphite. So graphite is the necessary raw material to synthesize these super diamonds. They're 40% harder than a natural diamond with high thermal stability and great potential in industry. Several years ago, a US team of researchers created hexagonal diamonds and found that they would be preferable for many of the applications that feature cubic diamonds today. The Chinese super diamond is also of that shape, hexagonal and made of graphite. And China and their friends have all the graphite. And graphite is on their restricted list for our industries to buy. It's not an outright ban like gallium, germanium, antimony, and other materials with dual-use military and civilian applications. But Beijing is tightening their restrictions on the graphite. This poses a significant challenge to the United States. China is 77% of the global production of natural graphite, 95% of the synthetic, and basically all of the refining of the graphite wherever the source. The United States has less than 1% of the world's proven graphite reserves, and we import all that we use. This report is from the U.S. Geological Survey and the section for graphite. And the most important rows on this table are at the very top and the very bottom. Mine production of graphite by year is the top line at 0. Net import reliance is the bottom line, 100% every year. This one is graphite mining production by tonnage. China is by far bigger than everyone else combined. And the country doesn't need to produce much at all to make the list. Germany's output was only 150 tons and gets a participation trophy just for showing up. Standard & Poor's has much of the same data. Graphite is vital in batteries and clean energy. This is the current critical minerals list for the United States, and we're heavily dependent on China for almost all of them. In red are the materials on outright bans from China. And here's the kind of chart we see every day now in supply chain management. It's all China or Chinese friends that own the chain. China is 76% of the graphite mining. Mozambique is not a BRICS country, but is very friendly to China because of Chinese Belt and Road Initiative investments there. Brazil is BRICS, Russia is BRICS. Those four are over 90%. Almost the same group of countries show up in proven graphite reserves. So looking at these data, what are the countries known to be more friendly to the United States and Europe than with China? Canada, Mexico, maybe, depending on the day, and South Korea. Remember too that right now China refines almost 100% of all the graphite in the world. It comes out of the ground in Canada and Mexico, and it's shipped here for refining. This is all to say that when we hear about a new breakthrough like in iron smelting or diesel engines or here in super diamonds, It's very often now the Chinese who figure it out, but it doesn't really matter where the research happens to be done because it's in China where it's going to be applied and turned into actual products. China is the world's factory, and China's also got the raw materials, and that makes all the difference. These are tea plantations in Zhejiang province near Hangzhou. Be good.
You shall be called sons of God. You are the salt of the earth. You are the light of the world. Let your light shine before men, so they see your good works and glorify your Father who is in heaven. Love the Lord your God